Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Weekly Squeeze with your host, E.O.Breakers. Hope everybody had a great weekend. What a weekly close on Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at it. It's actually very good that we closed above 21 EMA. And it just barely made it above. Obviously, you could close below or above, but I like it that it closed above. So we actually have, this whole week to look up to in terms of the bullish trend continuing. So whenever Bitcoin historically pulls back to weekly 21 EMA, it's always been a great buying opportunity. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be the same, because you have to be careful, because we do have a potential correction continuing downward if it continues breaking down, because as soon as it closed above, and now it's trending below it. So we'll see what happens. Hi Bruce, thanks for joining. Just one of you, if you could give me a confirmation that you can hear me. We'll do that as a sound check. So what we'll do tonight is, all of our weekly sessions, we'll look at the money calendar, the historical patterns of, trading for this week. And we'll look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, as we had an exciting weekly close. We do have a, if I can show you guys, no, it doesn't move. All right. We do have a blood diamond warning on 30-minute on Ethereum. So we'll see how that goes. So what we'll do is we'll look at the money calendar, we'll look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, we'll look at the calendar trades, and we'll look at some of the other Tom's options tools that I use to see if there's anything interesting. I've been mostly in cash in my account, other than a few selector trades I've done on Amazon and BCRX. And I did a trade on Friday on Mara with the expectation that Bitcoin would bounce back. We'll see how it opens up tomorrow, but the market cipher trading indicators on Bitcoin doesn't look good. So it looks like we may go down to like 42K and test it out. So we'll see how that goes. In fact, I'm looking at here, you have the 16 minus 5 on weekly. That's a bearish indication. We may go down and test these levels. I did cash out a big chunk of my altcoin portfolio, although I still have a decent size, but I wanted to take my main capital out and some of my profits out, just in case we go down and test here. I want to load up on Bitcoin for kind of like the second half of the year. So I do see ourselves as in a kind of midterm all-time highs, and we're going to retrace back perhaps 30-40%, perhaps 50%, right? So but we'll cover that. And then I do want to look at tech stocks, some of the other stocks that and indices, and see what we see with our indicators for this week. Okay, let's go to let's make my face smaller so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, I'm just gonna go to the website to make sure we can post the stuff that we can check. Where's sessions? Let's start with money calendar. Well, I'll post it here. We'll take a look at what the week looks like. Oh, I can't spell. I may need to change my streaming software. I think Wirecast is too heavy for this computer. It slows things down. I'm having a regular drink this time, guys. No sugar. It's buy drink. These things are awesome. I don't know. I like them a lot. So that takes me away from alcohol. All right. So we continue to have a choppy week. I think choppy month. Even though money calendar shows all green, I kind of believe this may not be true, but I think this tax return date movement actually messed up the rotation process, I think, and the potential inflation scare. I think those two kind of pushed the or extended the messy April into May. That's kind of what I believe is happening. So we're not like fully. If you look at May. I can click on this. I mean, if you look at April, kind of have the kind of messy around the tax date and after. I think that got extended into May, even though historically May has been strong with. Oh, it's fine. I clicked on the wrong. Let's go back. Click on May. I think that messiness just got extended into the later parts of May. All right, so let's take a look at, so tomorrow, May 17th, 16, 17. So get the power meter. All right, so what money calendar is for anybody watching this and doesn't know what it is, and Tom's options tools, money calendar is basically tracking on the historical behavior of the month and last 10 years how particular stocks traded, and within that looks for patterns. So these are the list we have here shows last 9 or 10 out of 10 years a particular stock traded in a bullish way. In this case, this is a bullish list. So we sorted this by bullish. If you enter these trades on May 17th, and then we look at the exit dates, but I'm guessing some of these are like more end of June exits. If you follow the exact entry and exits of the dates, you have a high probability profit-making opportunity. So let's post this here. Guys, I like seeing SPY in there. That may be good. Let's go back. Look at the second one, 9 out of 10, SPY. So if you enter the trade on May 17 and exit on June 17, so you can have an expiration there of June 18. Last 9 years, this has been a profitable trade, with the exception of 2011, the first year, which it wasn't. So let's put this in. I don't know, Kartik, what do you think? This SPY being on this list, we may need to do something this week. I'm gonna, I think, definitely change this streaming software. It's too slow lately, I don't understand. We'll look at the charts, but I'm just going to post a few of them that I kind of like seeing here. So that was SPY. Let's take a look at so we had okay, why doesn't, I wish it kept this, once you sort it, I wish it kept that in mind, and didn't make me resort everything. So there's 100% UNH. We are already UNH. Unfortunately, I can't trade UNH, my firm audits it, but UNH still looks great. So we'll look at UNH. I think it was on the list last week as well, so you just need to keep adding it. Last week, within the trades we did last week, or at least identified, UNH would have been a loser. But again, you need to keep these trades and the exact dates it provided, because that's how the pattern measures. You can't get panicked in the middle when it pulls back. In fact, that's probably an opportunity to add into it. Yep, so this is UNH. I mean, it looks so good, guys. I like seeing the bars that are kind of increasing. So we'll look at UNH, we look at SPY. Let's see, let's go back. Yeah, when I go back, it's gonna just, let me do it this way, let's see what it does. Oh, this was worse. Okay. It's May 24. Wow. So a week from now, Amazon will be on the list. Oh, I also want to look at a bearish play. We'll look at a triple threat bear from Tom's, okay? Don't let me forget. Last week's triple threat bear was over 100% profitable. Oops, I clicked on it by mistake. Okay. All right, so UNH, what else? Here, is there another 100%? Yeah, let's look at this. Wow, this is good as well. We're definitely taking a look at this. Why can't I see the name? Am I zoomed in here? Is that why? Alright, just to capture this with the name. Okay, we can go back up to Zoom. Okay, we're still in this last post, so I can hit enter and add one more. Karthik, what I'm thinking is maybe you join me in one of these so we can have a dialogue as well on the show. So I'm thinking that way we can and other people can join as well. Maybe we rotate, but if we have one or two additional people, so three of us kind of running this together in a dialogue, that may be good for the community as well when they watch it. So that was real time. We can have a dialogue. That way we can still maintain the YouTube for the broader community, but for replays and etc. But we can have the dialogue, or three of us, or you and I. Maybe I'll try doing a Zoom broadcast. This software is too slow. Okay, so that's that. Let me see if there was another 100% on the list. So it's and there was, yeah, Adrian. Yeah, this looks good too. This is a good chart too. So at a minimum, there's like a $5 average trade. With some years, you're making, you're making $20, $30. I mean, this is good. I think it's the same length, right? 27 days. This is a little longer. All right, so these three I posted here. We're gonna look at their charts. So it's XS, SPY, UNH, HUM, okay? Okay, show. All right, let's start with SPY. Oh wow, Bitcoin. Actually, let me just cover Bitcoin really quickly. So if you look at the weekly chart, let me see. you guys can see. It's okay. So let's look at the weekly chart. So if you look at this, I mean, we're still in this bearish trend in hourly, but the 4-hour, actually the weekly close, which we had at 8 p.m. Okay, so that was amazing. Let's see if I can enlarge this. So we managed to actually close above 21 EMA right here, 46, you know, somewhere around 46,300. So, and then it continues to go down now. We're gonna have to watch this week. You know, I'd like to see. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Chart is stuck. Why is this not moving? Come on, trading with you. Don't froze on me. As you can see, like this is the Wolfpack ID I was telling you guys. Like on the weekly, when we went red here, this is where we already knew like it would come down. And it's like all the way down here. As long as this doesn't turn, we'll keep going down, right? We're gonna keep going down. We'll see how this week goes. Coming down to this right under 50K and kind of consolidating around here would be great this week. So we'll see. I entered a Mara trade on Friday, so I think that's not going to open up very well tomorrow. so I'm going to have a loser this week, I think, which sucks. Because I was basically anticipating that this right here, we would kind of consolidate here. I wasn't expecting this big, you know, down. Like I got in here and I wanted to, you know, kind of bounce back from the 21 EMA. It's good that it closed up here. Let's take a look at ETH very quick. I think ETH is similarly. We just had a blood diamond. Actually, let's go to a chart that has the blood diamond. All right, ETH, USDT. So I think 30-minute had a blood diamond. These blood diamond signals are amazing, guys. I mean, let's see. As soon as it shows up and you get out of it, it works. If I can get this to auto. Yeah, we're definitely changing this streaming software. I think either that or it's slowing down my computer so much. Come on. I'm not able to move the chart, so strange. Close these other things. What is going on? I have a lot of memory on this computer. I don't understand. It's like maxed out. Let me see if we can try some of the other ones. Okay, one more try, then we move on. Yeah, that's what I want to show you guys. Look at the 30-minute blood diamond. So last time we had this 30-minute blood diamond. Look, we went from all the way from 3800s to down to so that was like a 500-point move. So if you have a 500-point move here, we're going to 2900s if this happens the same way. So I'm not touching, just from BTC Ethereum, I'm not touching my long-term hodling portfolio, but I did turn to cash, especially some of my alts I got out of this VeChain large holding I had. I took profits, especially for the 4 hour when I saw blood diamonds. So a lot of the altcoins have blood diamonds. So so I got out somewhere. Yeah, I got out somewhere. I started getting out here. I think the latest I got out was 0.17, so somewhere around here. It may not be correct, so it may be turning, but you know, when you have a blood diamond, you have to expect minimum 4 to 6 bar correction, okay? And they're pretty consistent, okay? And with the money flow down here. So this wave could turn into a trigger wave and you may have a buy down here. But we'll see that. That could happen tomorrow. But the, so anyway, so VeChain, this is when I got out to cash, and then and then I turned some of them into Bitcoin with the assumption that Bitcoin might, I think, hit 21 EMA and then come back up. But it looks like with the price action right now, we'll see how it goes. We may go down to like 42K, something like that, before it bounces back. So we'll see. Anyhow, let's go back to, so that was crypto. Be careful out there. I wouldn't worry about for the long term, but short term, we're gonna have some correction. It's because mid-level midterm top, and I think cycle correction, midterm cycle correction. I still think BTC, ETH will go into 6 digits, especially Bitcoin 6 digits and Ethereum 5 digits. So, all right. So let's go. Let's take a look. The money calendar trades. Let's look at SPY. SPY. Okay, 4 hours, a very bullish setup, guys. So look at this. How we have the money flow crossing, money flow EMA crossing. That's the green, that's the 4 hour. At the very least, we get probably 1, 2, 3 days of upward movement. So it's looking good. That's the 4 hour chart. Let me see daily. What does daily look like? Daily, the money flow in the negative, but it's coming to the 0 line. If the daily also crosses the EMA, bigger move is possible. So SPY looks very bullish. So in fact, we may take a look. So perhaps one ATR move is possible. So we'll have to take a look tomorrow, but we can do a trade. We can do a 420 call options. Let's take a look. You can sell puts. We can do Friday expiration. A little risky, but well, if you think about what the money calendar says, actually we should do June. But I'll do an aggressive one and non-aggressive one, okay? So May 21st with just, with the objective of catching immediate move, okay? Yeah, I should have just asked for a smaller number of strikes. So 420 goes for 165. I'll do my typical 231. So because the expiration is nearby, you want to risk only the amount you are willing to lose, okay? But, there's a little bit of protection there just because the way this risk graph will structure. So you can risk 2K to make 7K, okay? Let's fix the risk graph. So I might do this trade tomorrow. Again, because this is the May 21st expiration, we would assume the full capital loss is possible, so position size it for that, okay? Let's do the June one, which will be probably a better trade, but a little bit more expensive, probably lower risk ratio. Lower risk reward, sorry. So June 18th. So this matches the money calendar timeline, right? So it's a safer trade than the previous one. Previous one has more opportunities to make bigger amounts, right? So So you want to do these trades after the first 30 minutes of opening. So you want some of the volatility to get out of the way. Perhaps an hour later, okay? And if you don't get filled at these prices, don't do it. So this would be, yeah, 2 to 1. So it's not bad. I want to save these so we can measure our progress. Okay, so we would try to see the dates are aligned with money calendar, so this is a better trade in terms of that, okay? I'm going to post both of these so you have access to it. Let's zoom into this trade. I don't know why they do it so large. I don't do options trades without risk graphs, okay? All right, SPY. June trade. Can I save this? Yeah, let's save this as well. This is the May 21st trade. It's lower cost, but better return if it really moves. Okay, but it doesn't have the same time frame coverage, right? The money calendar refers to. Okay. Posting these here. Karthik, we should do these SPY trades, or at least try something. We can do small size. Okay, this is the June trade. This is the May trade. Did I post the same thing twice? Let's get one of them. Do it again. pretty sure it was this, but it's not. Okay, this one's the other one. All right. Obviously, if it opens up with a gap, etc. tomorrow, maybe you will not get into these easily. Okay, those are in. Let's take a look at wow, Bitcoin is really pulling back, huh? My Mara trade will be in terrible shape tomorrow. I looked at UNH last week, so I'm gonna skip that one. You guys can take a look. We already have a trade out there. Let's do the other ones. Let's go to 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour has a market cipher buy. Momentum wave is turning. You have a double bottom on momentum wave. Squeeze histogram doesn't look good, but it is also pulling back. We have the money flow crossover, the EMA to the positive, money flow pointing to the zero. So this is valid, guys. So this is potentially you can play to move back to the median on this. So you'll probably have 4 to 6 candle correction. So from 96 to 106. So there's a $10 move. It's possible here. Okay. So that's exact sciences. And then let's look at HUM. So both of these, like all of these, you can do the 2, 3, 1 diagonal that I do. Those are typically good because you don't need big movements to make money. But you still are kind of protected for theta decay. Those are good for kind of replicating, owning the stock with options, but paying less with a better risk reward. Okay. Look at HUM. HUM. Let's see Humana. Let's see 4 hour. This is showing market cipher. It's bearish in the real term. This is gonna in the near term will pull back. So it is in a 4 hour bullish. It needs to protect the EMAs. Let me see the daily. We need this wave to complete on 4 hour, okay? Yeah, it's gonna pull back, guys, to median. Like, we gotta look at like 445. This could have a $10 move to the downside. Then you might want to consider getting in. Green money flow, VWAP turning. So this will be good. This is a really bullish chart. It's actually a better chart than the other ones we saw. This is gonna do this. Do this. So So we need this wave to complete down. So you have a couple of days on this. I don't, even though money calendar says tomorrow entry, I think we have time. We should look at this towards the end of the week and where this is. Okay, I want these numbers to change and a turn indication coming in. I want this money flow to turn like this, where you see here. Actually, let me move myself so you can see. Okay, so you see how it did this here for this dip. We need this to turn here. Once that turns, we get the early indication that this will turn, okay? So I want to see this candle and this candle kind of doing this turn. That'll indicate the money flow change. Okay, so Humana is a potential watch list item. Excess and SPY, I recommend trades, okay? So those are money calendar. I want to show you guys regular calendar trades. Last time, the ones that we did, they produced last week, the ones you entered, if you're in them at those prices, you got, more than 20%, 30% return, okay? Normal calendar trades are pretty consistent winners if you wait the time frame and you kind of manage it. Let's see if we see anything interesting in the scans. Okay, I will post these, but I would not trade all of them, okay? You have to check the charts, but I will put it on the website. Okay, let's take a look. So I quickly scanned through these pictures to see if you kind of want to see an IV skew. Like this says 13% skew, and you kind of want to see a sideways movement, right? This may be okay, but it has gapped a few times, so it may not be a good stock for calendar trade. Because I do expect this thing to close this gap at some point, so it may move up, which is not good for your calendar. JCI, yeah, this is a much better candidate. So Johnson Controls, get 7.8%. June 18, July 16. So you would play for the skew at the $65 range, okay? Let me see if the other ones, before we get some pictures. Craft. Kind of nice upward trend, isn't it? So these two are okay for calendar. This is not okay. As you can see, you don't want these big gyrations. This may be okay. Looks like this is the kind of like the range, but it's not a perfect candidate. Not good one, lots of gaps. I don't want it for calendar. Not a good one. lots of caps. So JCI and KHC, okay? So let's look at the risk graph. I'll pick JCI. I'll just post that one. The other ones. Wow, this is great risk reward for a calendar trade. I might do this. So you put 52 debit. You're almost getting 2x. I mean 3x, almost 3x. You want this to stay around here. I'm posting this. Basically what you do is you sell June 18, you buy July 16th, right? So you're playing for the skew between the two. That's why these scanners are so good. You can't find this manually. I mean, you could, but it's not the best way to do it. So that's why I like these scanners, okay? Where is it? So I'm going to post that on their calendar trades. Okay, that's that. You can take a look at other ones, but from this list, I would have picked JCI and KHC. Enough screw and lower slippage. So let's see. I wanted to do triple threat bearish trade. Okay, let's pick one bearish trade if there is one. I don't know where. I always have a hard time finding where they are. Let's do bearish. Let's see bearish scan. Okay. Oh wow, Qualcomm. We passed these dates, latest buy dates, so they won't make any difference. Yeah. Let's see if you had. What does the chart look like? So there's no trade on the scan. You missed it. If you had entered on 511, you caught this move, so you would have been profitable. Let me see if there is a bullish triple threat for tomorrow. Yeah, there's one. TFSL. Latest buy rate 514. Oh, I guess we missed it. But if you had bought this, what would you see? Oh, this thing looks like it's going to pull back. Anyhow, I would do. Sometimes I do these as a contrarian trades, or like if I'm doing a lot of bullish trades personally, I pick one on triple threat. All right, so no triple threat trades. Very quickly, let's take a look at Amazon and some of the stocks. I've been doing good Amazon trades lately. It's it's been good to me. Oh wow, we have a squeeze fire, daily squeeze fire to the downside. Could that be true? Yeah, we may get this move kind of continuing, but the momentum wave turning here and the money flow is turning. So we may have a gap down, and then gap down would be a buy, guys. Because this is going to be, when I look at this will be a trigger wave, trigger buy here, even though squeeze fire to the downside on daily. Let me see if 4 hours show downward movement. Yeah, 4 hours completed the downward movement. This Matic is one of my large positions that just fired blood diamond. Crypto, all of the crypto alts are getting blood diamonds. It's crazy. So Amazon looks like 4 hours turning. Again, I might do a long. The money flow is positive, crosses. So I might continue some long positions on Amazon. Yeah, it looks really good. Look at this. Is it true for Facebook? Some of the FANG in general. So Facebook. Wow, Facebook is the same. Money flow crosses. So continuation of the moves. I mean, the entry was here in this green dot, which was a trigger wave. That's 4 hour. Apple. Oh, these are bullish for this week, guys, and unless it's not, right? Until it becomes exhausted. Yeah, it's a double bottom, money flowing to the positive. Market cipher buy for DBSI. Yeah, Apple is looking good as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we have big moves this week on FANG. Apple, Tesla. Yeah, I'm looking at Kartik everything with a little bit more short-term price action view, just based on the chart, no fundamentals. So Tesla looks has a trigger. This is not a trigger wave. Sorry, it has a momentum wave, green dot, but money flow is coming out. Squeeze is slowing down, so I expect consolidation at this level, perhaps before it moves down further. It's still in this blood diamond move, okay? But the exhaustion is coming in 4 hours, so I wouldn't do bullish things on Tesla. Let's look at gold, GLD. I actually want to do something in GLD this week. Yeah, look at this 4 hour chart, guys. This is very bullish. I mean, it comes down, tests the EMAs and median, and then bounces. Same thing happened. Well, not as much, but wow, this thing looks really good. Money flow, kind of turning though. I mean, it's soft. Let me see. Daily would be more indicative, I think. Yeah, I want to get back into GLD. I make good money on GLD. Yeah, daily shows lots of green, right? Lots of buying into GLD. It stays above the EMA. There's a little bit of exhaustion. What is the short hourly show? Yeah, bullish money coming in. Weekly. Oh my god, look at this. So weekly, it's still not exhausted. So this thing has potentially 3-4 weeks of bigger move up to here. So if there's a pullback to 170, that's an entry. Even 171. So I mean, look at this. The money flow coming in, it just started on weekly. We have good 4 to 6 candles to go up. This is a buy, screaming buy on weekly. So we'll benefit from this move. I'm gonna get into GLD again. I hope it pulls back $1 or so for a better entry. If not, we'll just have to enter it, I think, with it. Wow. Okay. TLT. Let's look at bonds. So far, I like GLD. I like the SPY trade. I like the, I think one of the calendar trades we talked about. All right, TLT. Weekly looks with VWAP turning down, money flowing out. Weekly looks bearish. Although there was a cross here, the buy signal for TLT, it was back here in April. But then the EMA is turning down. I mean, the flow is turning under the EMA. So this is kind of consolidation, neutral on the weekly, daily. All right, so daily indicates the daily chart, the money flow is turning, so VWAP has turned, so we may have some bond action related choppiness in the market this week. Yeah, and this will be a potential trigger wave for bond buying. So the daily is slightly leaning towards bullish, guys. So, sorry, it's not good news. Let's see 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hour looks slightly bullish as well. It's a momentum wave. It's not a trigger wave, but it's a momentum wave. Market cipher. Money flow is about to cross EMA. So it's, you'll get probably 3-4 candle for 4 hour, perhaps moving to the upside. So a little bit of bond risk there. Okay. That's it. I mean, I hope this was helpful. I'm still going to be careful and selective this week. Guys, be careful out there. I think the choppiness and then conflicting messages continues. I don't see like big conviction either direction, so so it makes it hard to trade. But the SPY trade, perhaps the UNH, GLD, I want to do a trade. Hopefully have a larger position. But I wanted to pull back at $1 or $2 this week. I don't know if that will happen or not. Some of the tech stocks look really bullish, so Maybe we get a couple of days of good moves to the upside, and then we take profits. So with that, I want to close the session. Thank you for watching. Karthik, have a great week, and everybody have a great week, great trading week. Let's stay in touch. I know some of you watch these things offline as opposed to live. Oh, look at this. NQ short entry. Just kicked in. Let's look at NQ. That is interesting. These trading view alerts have been working very well, Karthik. I gotta find a way to kind of push this to my Twitter as opposed to staying here. Somehow automate that. I mean, the chart looks bullish. I don't know what this trigger kicked in. There's something wrong with this because it doesn't, BBSI doesn't show. If I have the right, yeah, this thing doesn't have the right BBSI indicator, I think. Let me take a look. No, it has 1414. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks pretty bullish, although the money flow is turning. Market cipher just gave sell signal on the Nasdaq. Okay, maybe there's something something about it. Interesting. So we'll have to watch this, how accurate these things are. We'll see. All right, have a great week. Let the trade come to you. I'll be selective, watching crypto. I don't like the downward pressure on crypto that much, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you.